In Bethlehem, there is no bread. In Bethlehem, there is no provision. In Bethlehem, we cannot live. So they decided to go to Moab. And they stayed there for a long period. Maybe, I don't know, maybe 10 years or 15 years. They stayed there for a long period. And what happened? They went there. No. They were not happy in that land. They were not happy in Moab. Though they went there for a few days, or few months, few years, seems to be very happy. Some places, for the beginning, it seems to be very happy. But in the end, we may not be happy. Because that is not a place where God wants you to be there. If you stay in the house of Bethlehem, if you stay in the house of God, if you stay in the presence of God, we may think that it seems to be wilderness, but I tell you, the wilderness is not a permanent. The wilderness never be the permanent, it's a temporary. God will make a way where there is no way. Even in the wilderness, God will bring everything into you. But they didn't recognize God's provision. They thought when we move to Moab, when we stay in Moab, we will get everything and we will survive and we will have a livelihood in Moab. So they stayed there and they got married. The two sons, they got married and they enjoyed their life. The starting is good, the beginning is good, and then it seems to be, a joyful place, seems to be, wonderful place. Sometimes, we think, we dream it's a colorful place, but it's not. Elimelech, husband of, Naomi, he died. After maybe a few months or a few years, the eldest son died. Then after a few days, the youngest son died. Now, there was 3 widows. Just see the pathetic condition of the family. They moved to Moab. They thought they can live there. They can enjoy their life. They can get everything in the land. But there was a pathetic condition. They became widows. One old widow and 2 young widows. Now they hear the news. God started blessing Bethlehem. God started providing in Bethlehem. The fields are, much plenty and they are ready for the harvest. They hear the good news and now they decided, let's go back to Bethlehem. I tell you, dear brothers and sisters, if you are in Moab, I tell you, get up and move to Bethlehem. You have to think where I am and where God leads me, where God guides me, where God wants me to be there. If you are in the will of God, if you are led by the Lord, if you are led by the Spirit of God, the Lord will provide everything what you need. We started our life, we started our ministry by faith. Still, we are living by faith only. If we have a faith, if you are in the place where God put you, you will never be ashamed. You will never be lack of anything because He is Jehovah Jireh. He can provide whatever you need. When I started my ministry, I didn't have anything in my packet. Even now I don't have plenty, but every day God is providing. Because we are not led by our own imagination, we are led by the Spirit of God. If you are led by the Spirit of God, the Lord will provide. So they decided to come back to Bethlehem. They came back to Bethlehem and there was 2 widows. And the elder widow says, daughter-in-law said, Mommy, or auntie, whatever you call, it's no problem. And she may say, Auntie, it's better for me to be here because if I come with you, I cannot do anything with you because you are already old. You cannot give birth to the child and give to me. So whether I can go back to my house. So she hugged her, kissed her, maybe she wept on her, then she left. But there was another widow, another young widow, another daughter-in-law. She said,